this conference where I met a young church planter named Mark Driscoll.
Accused plagiarizer and misogynist, Mark Driscoll not making any mention of his controversial past. But
Mark Driscoll joins us.
Glad to be with you, buddy. Yeah.
I came to Mars Hill in 1999. I was going there because they put out this album of original worship songs that I really loved. I just wanted to be a part of it. It was a boom of Microsoft was blowing up. Mars Hill is a real mashup of like beautiful work of God and a really distorted, messy work of human ambition.
Driscoll's fiery sermons grew Mars Hill from a small gathering in his living room to a congregation nearly 15,000 strong.
Within a year and a half of when I was there, I became the first worship pastor. In retrospect, I think it's just a key part of American culture, particularly mashed up with the prosperity gospel, for humans to take credit for a lot of things. But I remember this conversation with Driscoll, and I just remember him saying, no, you're in this position because you're better than them. And we really believed that. But there was an increasing sense that we had cracked the code and that most churches would be better off if they were more like us. And a lot of churches would be best to shut down and just turn over their resources to us because we could do a lot better with them. You can be distinct and have a very local contextualized identity without being condemning towards others that don't hold that. The key thing about deconstruction is you must reconstruct something in its place. Well, what's the most common form of pragmatism in gathered worship these days? I would call it Christian entertainment. These global cultural movements, my big criticism with them, my chief criticism of them is that they are made for the broadest audience possible. A local church should not be in that business. You don't have to reject everything from those big cultures, but who are your people? I use songs from all of those movements. I don't use all of them. I do not play them with tracks. I do not play them to song select charts, and I do not play them always with the cues. I arrange them. I don't believe there's any such thing as Christian music. There's no style of music advocated in the scriptures. Like, how far can we be creative and genre specific while it's still singable? I think that's what we got to work out at our local church. Don't let yourself fall into pragmatism, and don't let your heart get hard and just become a hired gun. But I think there's a lot of weird bumpiness in life, and I would encourage the younger folks who hear this,